Alright, y'all. I'ma say it. And I don't give a damn what nobody has to think. Best, illest trilogy of all time. Where do I begin? War for the Planet of the Apes is, as of right now, the best movie of 2017. That crown, at first it went to Logan, then it went to Wonder Woman. Now, Caesar has the crown. Oh man, what an experience! What an experience, man! Epic, epic in all areas. Now, when you hear the title "War of the Planet of the Apes," you're thinking war. You think this is gonna be an all-out, just balls to the wall action extravaganza. Like with most trilogies, the third movie is always the most action-packed. And this one, that's not the case. This wasn't the most action-packed, but it's too early to say if it was the best of the trilogy because all these films were great. All three of them were great. That's why I say this is the best trilogy. There really is no weak link. I had to take time to let it marinate over the weekend to determine whether this was my favorite one or not, but it definitely belongs in the same category with the other two films. It doesn't exactly pick up where the last one left off. It actually picks up a little bit time afterwards where they're in the war with the humans now. And Caesar's pretty much he's hidden. He's, the apes are at war with the humans, but Caesar's like he has like a hidden base, and the human soldiers are trying to get to him. And let me tell you about Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson crushed it as the Colonel. Man, and I didn't think that Woody Harrelson could play a villain like that, man. But it's kind of cool because he wasn't exactly like he was the villain, but it's like when you see his like when you hear his backstory and his motivation for doing what he does, you understand him. And I like when a villain can make you hate them, but at the same time understand where they come from, where you almost have sympathy for them a little bit. And you do kind of sympathize with them somewhat, but he was just a great villain. He was a perfect yin to Caesar's yang. If that sounded kind of weird saying that. The pacing, some people may have a problem with the pacing. I had no problem with it. As a matter of fact, it goes back to kind of the old school filmmaking where it took time to tell its story. And it told the story mostly in visuals. Like there's really not a lot of dialogue in this movie. A lot of the dialogue is between the apes themselves, and a lot of times they're talking in sign language. And then, the Woody Harrelson character, the Colonel, he has some dialogue. But other than that, this is a 2-hour, 20-minute movie, and there's like minimum dialogue. It's all told through visuals. For the Apes, I'm going to say this is the first elite movie of 2017. Logan, who had the crown first, Logan was great. Wonder Woman got the crown. Wonder Woman was great. War for the Planet of the Apes is elite. Matt Reeves, you did your thing. I can't wait to see what you do with the Batman. I heard Matt Reeves is directing the Batman. I love his work. He also directed Dawn. I forgot who directed the first movie, but he did Dawn and he did this one. And man, Matt Reeves, you were up there, man, with some of the best directors, dude. You did your thing with this one. Don't go into this movie expecting an action-packed, loud extravaganza because you're not going to get that. You were going to get a solid movie with a good story and a good message, and I thought this was the perfect way to end this trilogy. Perfect film, perfect way to end the trilogy. Everything about this film was perfect. I have no flaws about it, man. So since everything is just so perfect and so epic about this movie, I'm giving War for the Planet of the Apes an A+. Solid A+, man. Illest shit this year so far, man. Can't wait to go see it again and drop my spoiler review because I really want to talk about the things I really loved about this movie in detail and in depth. So check this shit out. I love this movie, man. Thank y'all for watching. This is Rashad G signing out.